Yeah.
Time of guardians
Oh, this looks good.
shepherds of humanity is over.
Ain't no way.
No. I've been waiting so long.
Oh,
for
he
this.
looks so dope.
Dredge and hope.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake.
Oh, it was a vision. Okay.
New cabal.
Come on now,
sprung
Twitch.
up out of nowhere across the system. That doesn't just
Yo, the
happen.
new Cabal faction looks sick.
It's the 9. And I'm putting together a crew to prove it.
Oh,
What do you
Eris.
say, weapon?
Yes.
Welcome to the new Mars. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here.
We get to just drive those right out the bat?
I don't
Word?
relish doing business with these leeches.
Oh, I think that's the new
But
activity
we need
chat.
to find out what the Dredgen are after.
Yo, they look so dope.
You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
Why do you hate your own
Oh, we
kind
got
so much?
state. Oh.
It's time
Yo,
to
that's
take
so
the fight
sick.
to the Imperium.
Yup. Cook, Trailer Team. Cook, cook, cook. That's a nice shot. That is so sick. Oh, we got Moj chat. Damn it, confirmed. Oh, that's the new Death Star thing they just showed. Shooting Strand?
Finish it. The Imperium
Finish
is
what?
yours to lead. You will fall. The next time we meet.
Only one play left.
Wait, this is Destiny of the Star Wars lens, like this really cool combination that hasn't been done before.
I can't wait to take the Praxic blade to Mars.
Don't be a ridiculous fan. Just stay cool.
Wait, we gotta squat it up and play through. Oh, yeah.
The blasters look really cool too. That new Titan exotic.
This is why we got into games in the first place.
Making of a
Early on,
Renegade.
we developed this North Star, authentically Destiny, unmistakably Star Wars. It has to be something that
Oh, Rana
feels
was good.
like a Destiny story. It can't feel like a one-off. This can't feel like a side quest, right? Like this has to be a continuation of the Fate saga.
I had this vision. I knew.
So we know the 9 are definitely going to be involved.
But with Star Wars beats and Star Wars visual.
This was uncharted territory for Lucasfilm Games, and that this is the first time we're telling a story inspired by Star Wars within a different universe.
At the heart of like, I think every Guardian's identity is like this healthy, independent, rebellious streak.
We were excited to actually explore that scoundrel fantasy, bounty hunters, the syndicates going out and doing
I like to see how
jobs
the
with a
universe has
ragtag
evolved
team.
over the years. It's cool to see
We
like
took
all these different
inspiration from Star
characters
Wars to
interacting.
ensure the scale, visual language, soundtrack, and cinematic storytelling.
If you guys
of
missed the
Renegades
soundtrack, the soundtrack is a
delivered on
banger.
everything fans will have come to expect from the franchise.
The
Yes.
Praxic blade collaboration stands out to me.
Because lightsabers are so iconic, it was absolutely critical to get that balance right.
The team at Lucasfilm Games was
Look
just
at it,
so
Chad.
solutions focused. It wasn't, it has to be this way. It was a lot of back and forth and asking questions about how would this work? Well, let's talk about it. All right. Oh, so we need a different energy source. Okay. What would that look like?
It was all about like what is best for the player.
Interesting.
When we announced this collaboration with the studio, James may or may not have been wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
Yeah. Destiny and Star Wars.
Drifter's
Sharing
so
that same
old,
beating
Chad.
heart. I was like, oh, this is gonna be special.
Crazy.
We
We were given such a unique challenge. How can we achieve the aesthetic and the feel of Star Wars without losing the narrative threads that we've created so
Which is
far
what
for
everybody's been
Destiny
concerned
at the same
about. But I think
time?
they're going to pull it
wasn't
off.
until we found our footing with creating a foundation in Destiny that things started to click together.
I remember the first time that we went down to San Francisco. We had this really big meeting where it was the Destiny narrative folks on one side and the Star Wars narrative folks on the other side.
That's so
We broke
cool.
the ice by just asking, what's the bad version of this? We had a really good laugh over what that looked like. And through that, we
I would
kind of
love for a
uncovered
chance to get to
that
go there.
This should be the aesthetic, the vibe of Star Wars with the truth to Destiny's narrative that we knew needed to be there too. We begin 2 months after the Edge of Fate has happened. The world has moved and changed, and we're still trying to figure out what Binding the Nine means.
The Vanguard have redacted the prophecy of extinction.
They don't want the public to panic over this prophecy.
The crux of our story is the Drifter asking us to help him break Vanguard law for good reason to confront a new rising faction of Cabal called the Barren Imperium. It's what drives Eris to help the Drifter out, as well as the player Guardian.
When we were thinking about what kinds of characters should be in this release, we thought about the kinds of archetypes we see throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, and Drifter is an easy parallel. He and Han Solo share a cocky attitude, both former criminals.
In Star Wars, there's a plethora of sassy droids. We have our own version of that through Ghosts, and Blue
Oh
is no
yeah, I
exception.
didn't think about that.
WARLOCK, thanks for nothing.
Blue is a Drifter's ghost, and I think as soon as people hear her, they'll be delighted and incredibly surprised.
Our voice cast is stacked. Dredgen Bale is portrayed by Alex Lee, who is amazing.
He kills this
Supposed
role.
to protect the people, not rule them.
Dude,
And we
look
also
at the
got Hollywood
cutscene. That's
actual
so
royalty
sick.
Danny Houston to play Premier Loom, the head of the Barren Imperium. Being able to work with someone from that kind of IMDb
Giving Darth Vader
page
chat.
was such an honor, and I was completely normal the whole time.
Surrender to the Barren Imperium.
Loom became this sweeping militaristic
Vader.
figure that I think is going to be a really good parallel to Grand Moff Tarkin or other evil military leaders from the Empire.
So even though we're introducing new characters, we're still looking backwards at some of Destiny lore's most long-standing characters. Honor is another example of that. She's
Oh,
our
it is
Praxic
Honor.
warlock.
She's loosely meant to be a parallel to something like a Jedi
Oh,
in
shoot.
Star Wars. She was part of a Vanguard internal affairs group that would police Guardians on the usage of darkness.
Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
She has some pretty deep lore, chat.
Yeah, she has to grow up with the times a little bit because the world has changed. And a
Interesting.
whole lot of people are using darkness now, and she gets to grow and kind of ask herself, like, am I still adhering to my own values if I allow myself to be open to these
Bro, I
kinds of
wonder if we're
ideas?
really gonna get a chance to fight
Belongs with us.
the
The
Dredgen.
Drifter left your cult long ago.
And then there's Bale, Dredgen Bale.
Dredgen is a dark guardian that
Oh my
represents
god, that
absolute
armor
darkness.
looks so sick.
Dredgen Bale doesn't like the fact that we're ruled by a city of immortals who can't step down and that weren't elected. He's got kind of a point, but his methods for addressing that point suck. He makes many bad choices. One of my favorite parts about a lot of villains in Star Wars is that they have just like the capability of making a right choice and then consistently do not make good choices.
Bale is trying to fill a hole in his life in all the wrong ways.
And he just can't, and he never will. But man, we're gonna hope that he does someday.
A time of guardians as shepherds.
Interesting how she said that. What does that mean? Okay.
This has been an opportunity where you love Destiny, you love Star Wars, you want to do something with both. What are you going to put into it?
Oh my God, it was such a challenge at first. Finding that sweet spot of how do we make something that can live in both worlds and not feel out of place in either, but also feel totally new and exciting. It wasn't always about where do we find the exact middle ground, 50-50 Star Wars and Destiny, because at that point, you're feeling almost a little derivative.
There was those moments along the way when we were like, this is just Star Wars. This is not the purpose of the collaboration. We want to have something kind of new that makes you think of both. I remember when we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with our new Cabal.
We started in that place where it's just Cabal wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we injected more of that weird alien design of a lot of these armor sets.
Yeah, see, I
was
like how
kind of
that
what
came
switched it
out. That
over
looks
from, "This is
really
too
sick.
derivative," to, "This is really working.
It's
I
not
think
just
it
straight
comes
up
through in the visuals
stormtrooper,
and
but you
every
kind of
single
get the
map.
theme. You know what I
There are
mean?
little Easter eggs and little treats.
a nice
here and there
blend
that
of the
we
two.
hit around, and Lucasfilm Games has been awesome at collaborating with us and even putting some of their input onto our maps so we can really give the players something exciting.
The switch flipped in my head.
What do you guys
like,
think? Do
oh,
you think they hit a
we would
nice
never have
balance
done
on
this
that,
without
on the art
this
style?
Collaboration was the Syndicates.
Yeah.
We're going places with the Vex and the Elixni and the Cabal that we really weren't going to go before.
Oh yeah, and trench coats.
And trench coats, yeah. We have Vex and trench coats that are playing cards. It's so awesome, and I don't think we would have dared do that if we didn't have this opportunity.
No, and it was the perfect time in our universe to do it too. The Star Wars fans on the team just start coming out, telling their stories about what they're excited to build, and far be it from me to get in the way.
We make a lot of weapons in Destiny. How do you take a weapon in Destiny, which we have literal like 4 digits of guns, and
Understatement.
right, and make something that feels new but also does justice for Star Wars? And Blaster was really obviously the choice. They're roughly in 2 groups. There's dynamic blasters, which are intended to be
The new weapon type too, chat.
firing a ton.
The blasters. They're heat-based
Brute
weapons.
force. And then we have a number of balance blasters. As you're shooting, and the heat is building up, you're going to have a venting opportunity where you can hit a perfect vent. It's like functionally a reload, so you can start shooting again much faster.
Sweet. I gotta ask though, what about those Cabal blasters? Are they accurate?
What difficulty are you playing on?
That's a good one. That's cool. That's a nice little reference.
We have swords in Destiny, but we don't have a Praxic sword. We don't have
We do not.
a lightsaber approximate.
This is literally the only thing I want.
Exotic
Like, just give me the
primary
lightsaber,
weapon.
bro. Just give me the lightsaber.
Where you can reflect a bunch of blasts,
Are they gonna show us how we can customize it though?
kill enemies with it, and throw it out and get a ton of damage.
That looks very strange, Chad. That looks very strange.
Having the sandbox
That's
be
so
able to
badass.
explore this new like ability ecosystem with Renegade abilities. We've taken so much of this opportunity. And
Appreciate
turned
you,
it into
Bones.
what we can,
Appreciate the
like,
42.
grow.
Every corner of the game, from
Was
the
good?
art, the design, the audio, the music, the UI, the rewards,
Ooh.
completely infused with the magic of the collaboration. It's really been a
Yeah,
real
what
treat
menu
to be
was
a part
that?
of.
Yeah, super satisfying.
What map menu was that? There's the music. This soundtrack goes in.
Good morning, everybody. Didn't mean to wake you up with that beat, sorry. The overarching theme for this was to create a score for this release that felt like it was cohesive as a whole. We're all talking to each other and collaborating with each other. We were able to explore different ways of orchestrating.
Like, just imagine that for a second, chat. You're blending Destiny's soundtrack with Star Wars.
Expand on the Destiny palette and make it fresh and new. When I look at the Star Wars scores, there were certain elements that naturally fit string flourishes or wood flourishes that would play into a certain moment. When it's like, oh, I know I want something to feel more Williams, so I'll push it, not this Williams, the John Williams. I'll push it more in that world.
Another thing too is the amount of percussion. I had some ideas that felt more full-on Star Wars.
You guys
and
digging the
once
soundtrack?
you like flesh out the percussion arrangement, it instantly sounds more.
I think they did a
Destiny
pretty
as
good
a
job.
result.
They played
For
some
me, a
of it
lot
before the
was
stream
about
started. It
framing,
sounds
where
really
when I
good.
use a lot of the Destiny themes, how I set them up and how I'm transitioning in and out of moments are much more Star Warsy in terms of the harmony and orchestration.
I think the most exciting part about this was the opportunity to work with these guys and Mike.
You definitely made it a point to kind of bring us together.
I
and
want to
listen
like hear the
to each
whole
other's music.
thing. You know what I'm
Brendan,
saying?
You wrote something with the most
Hopefully they
beautiful
drop that
oboe solo in it, and it drives me nuts that I didn't think of it
Drop that
first.
whole playlist.
No one wanted to follow Brendan is what it came down to. Brendan's cues just sound amazing from the start.
So good.
I remember knowing your.
It's just a Star Wars fan in me, to be honest. I'm
high-action
biased.
cue.
I'm biased, chat. I'm biased.
Everyone was like, "Whoa!" It was,
Oh, they went there,
fast,
Chad?
Really intense.
It's like almost Star Wars, but like not.
Humans have to play this. Jeez. Destiny has like so many themes, and that's like a great vehicle for doing the Star Wars spin.
I know nothing about music, by the way, Chad. I just, it sounds good.
I remember hearing it for the first time.
Never played an instrument myself, but it sounds really good.
And everybody
I'm
kinda
blown
perked
away
up
how they could put all of this
when
stuff
we
together,
all
honestly.
heard it. We're all having ideas that were just a little bit different from one another. It was all sort of impacted what the final version of the theme was.
Damn, are we gonna get to hear the?
That kind of teed off the main theme.
Look at
The
that.
fact that we were exploring the idea of this.
These
kind of
cutscenes with that
anti-Guardian
music?
character set in
Perfect.
this story of scoundrels. We wanted something that would be a backbone to tell a longer arc story. It has a layer of ominousness to it. It has a layer of mystery to it, but it can be turned other ways.
I felt a sense of menace.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get to experience it with players.
Just really hope that, personally, I've written something that they can really connect with and love. And
Oh, we're
if I can cause
connecting.
a couple of goosebumps in there.
He
I'll
definitely
take
hit
that
the
as a
mark.
bonus,
We're
too.
definitely connecting for sure.
Hope players get taken on a journey that inspires them and makes them feel like this world is really unique and really special.
My favorite feeling as a creator is getting to watch someone's look of like absolute surprise.
I want players to feel
That's gonna be so
that
like.
exciting, boundless potential. That
How
Destiny
much can you
has,
block?
and
Like,
all
how
the
much damage can you
possibility that
block?
Star
Is there a
Wars
limit?
unlocked.
There has to be a limit, right? Or else that lightsaber is gonna be so busted.
I've been waiting so long for this.
Yo, the new Dredgen is so badass, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's supposed to be the enemy, but like, I kind of want to join him. I'm not gonna lie. If I can just get that fit,
all right, welcome
I'll
back
join
to the
him.
Cantina. So what you just saw was our second ViDoc, making of a Renegade, or what it takes to make a Renegade. This is our moment to really peel back the curtain and show you how games
to block everything till you
it's
run
a
out of ammo. Yeah,
monumental
probably,
effort. And what
probably.
you saw, it was a mix of our narrative design, audio.
Yo, Bones again.
our
Appreciate that 42 months, Brody.
efforts with Lucasfilm
Hope you're doing well.
Games.
Welcome in.
Many thanks to everyone involved.
Chat, we're checking out
Also,
the
a few
Renegades
folks that
reveal.
weren't
We just
pictured
watched the
there,
ViDoc, and we're gonna get some more
design,
gameplay and
production,
information
test.
during
Even
this
shout
stream
out,
today.
gotta give it to IT for keeping our
So
computers
strap
running.
in.
And, our
Renegades
services
drops
folks, too,
next
for
week
keeping our
Tuesday.
servers running.
For anybody who does not know that already.
Today we're going to be talking about the Lawless Frontier. This is our new activity coming with Destiny 2 Renegades, and we have three developers on our couch to talk us through what we're seeing. It'll be a fun deep dive. So without further ado, let's get some introductions.
I like the set.
Eric Smith,
That is
we're starting
nice.
with you.
DMG, Damage 04. Yes, my name is Eric Smith. I am a combat design lead on Destiny 2. You may know me from my work where I was the design lead on the Strand subclasses. I started kind of making the stasis abilities, and most recently
Strand
the
updates?
Renegades ability buffs.
Awesome. Yeah, next
Strand
up,
updates?
Tom Farnsworth. This is the first
Teaser.
time that you and I are in a stream together, but a quick introduction for folks that may not have seen you in previous ViDocs.
Yeah, so I'm Tom, the creative lead for Renegades, and I've been at Bungie for like, I don't know, I can't even remember, like 13, 14 years. Worked on Destiny 1, Destiny 2. The highlights were probably like Dreaming City, Season of the Splicer.
We got some heavy hitters on his
the
couch.
most recent things I worked on leading in this, but this has been an absolute blast to work on.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. And last but not least, our grid skipper aficionado, Taylor Bjorndal. How you doing?
Great. Yeah, Taylor Bjorndal, associate weapons designer, here to talk about all the rewards and blasters and the Praxic blade and all the other stuff we made.
Yes.
For you to
Give
choose.
us details about the blade.
Yeah, so just for folks, if you end up missing anything, if we go a little bit fast, we got a lot to pack through. We'll have a VOD on Twitch and YouTube after this. And if you missed our ViDoc or the launch trailer, those will be uploaded as well. So what we're seeing on screen right now, we're launching into our Lawless Frontier activity.
All right, here we go, Chad. This is going to be some gameplay of the new activity that we're getting in
Quick
Renegades.
description. What is the Lawless Frontier?
So the Lawless Frontier is our core game mode in Renegades. You're going to play through some of the campaign, but it's really what comprises our end game. And the idea is that you're a renegade, you're taking on these shady jobs like bounty hunting, smuggling and sabotage from our syndicates, and you're doing so to increase your notoriety, your power,
Lightsaber
your riches,
gameplay.
and of course to get some sweet loot.
Yeah, and when you talk about bounty hunting, sabotaging, that kind of stuff, those are different types of this activity, right?
Yeah, their bounty hunting is all about taking out a key syndicate boss.
Okay.
Sabotage is about blowing the heck out of everything with your renegade abilities. Drop.
So you see it has like 60 ammo there.
Cabal vehicles.
Oh, we
and
definitely going to have
smuggling is
barrier
about,
sword,
grabbing
Chat.
everything
Anti-barrier sword.
Yeah. In true fashion, when you're going into a dangerous spot, you got to just grab.
Oh, you see the percentage bar for the new
Today we're gonna be
heat type
focusing on a
weapons?
bounty hunt, and I believe
Look
you
at
said
the
this
ammo
is kinda
bar.
like a quintessential Destiny vibe of an activity, right?
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a traditional Destiny activity, but you're gonna start in the
Yeah,
red
you
room,
can see
which
the
is
ammo
kinda
there, and then the
an
percentage
experience,
is
and
like
you're gonna
going
be able
up
to pick your
as you're
renegade
shooting it,
abilities
which
in
is
there.
probably when you
Your
have to do the
little,
reload.
Shank buddy that's in there. You'll hop aboard Hawk, and you'll drop down to the destination. You can see we're already in on one of the Mars maps that we have. There are all these jobs take place across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and there's two.
Oh,
maps
this is the
on
new
each
sniper,
destination.
the new heavy sniper.
This is Hellas Fortitude, and right now we're doing a bounty hunt, and we're working to draw out the intel officers to track down where our target is. After this, there'll be resurgence of the security forces of that target. They'll have a classic.
Oh, we just got to see the
a bunch of wrinkles thrown in for gameplay here of things, hazards that are at play.
Why am I
your
forgetting what that shit is
abilities,
called, Chat,
maybe
on
an
the Solar
invader,
Hunter?
which we'll talk about later, and then you'll exfil with your bounty and get some loot and take that back to our social space, Tharsis Junction, where you'll be able
Oh,
to
these got to
spend
be the
your
abilities.
currencies to buy some of the cool blasters, or maybe some of the cosmetics.
There's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit going on.
Yeah, and I mean, so as we're going through this, we're going to be seeing a lot of abilities that players know and love on screen. But we
I
have
like the
new
map,
abilities,
though.
Renegade abilities
The
that are
map's
going to
cool.
be for this activity. And Eric, you're going to be our person of knowledge here. What do we got on screen?
Yeah, so Renegade
Oh,
abilities
new
is
auto
a
rifle?
ability system we have in Renegades. What you do is we have a brand new button.
Look
for you
at
to press.
that.
It's going to be R3 on the controller and then Z on the keyboard. And that's going to kind of switch you into a different mode that gives you new abilities for your grenade and your.
Oh, okay. So we got
that sends
abilities
out one of these
unique to
tokens.
this activity.
We have here on
That's
the
what you're
screen, you can
saying.
see we have one called Revitalize that heals you and provides you with ability energy. And then we have the other one, which is the Deflector Shield, which is this zone I can sit inside and shoot out of, and it blocks all the incoming damage. It's also going to, for my allies who are inside the shield, it will amplify them and then jolt any enemies who pass through it. And all of these have 7 levels of upgrades. So when you first start, they will have certain functionality and certain strength, and as you upgrade them, they're going to get better and better. And they really change the gameplay, right? Like they're kind of these pocket supers almost, that as a hunter, I'm able to be like, I'm going to build support, right? I'm going to choose
Legendary sweet business. Yep.
renegade abilities and make sure my team has what they need to survive this tough
That's pretty
fight.
cool. The thing I want to see, Chat.
In this mode, we have non-regenerating health. So things like that Revitalize renegade ability are really going to come in handy to be like,
Oh, you don't regen health, so it's kind of like the other activity that we had, Chat.
to some safety, and anyone can build into that if that's what they want. You know, we have things like vehicles that you can pull in.
I kind of like that.
Call down
We're going back to that. I like that.
So that's one thing. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, well, before we get to the ship, actually, let's talk a little bit more about the health mechanics in here. because we had this in some previous activities like Nether, and we got a ton of great feedback on like how much you get back, how you get it back, and I've seen already in this activity, as you're going through, there are some pots, there's some ways that you can get it. There are the Renegades abilities, but Tom, if you want to talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like the Nether chat, which I kind of like. Gives you more opportunities to build craft.
Yeah, you've got a large pool
and use the abilities and stuff.
It does not regenerate at the top level, but if you get down to 0, it will regenerate to the base shield. So you got stuff with a red flashing screen, and you can either use a normal sandbox like a rift, a healing, a support weapon. You can crack open these pots that have those little healing orbs you can see on the screen to get some of your health.
This looks fun. This looks fun.
Or you can
I
use
like
things
it.
like revitalize and like build your renegade abilities into kind of dealing with those kind of challenges we're putting in front of you. And one thing that I really like about this mode is like we've got expert, master, grandmaster, and on grandmaster you're really gonna need to use all these abilities that kind of like coordinate with your teammates.
Grandmaster is gonna be tough in this.
The challenges we put in front of you.
Awesome. Yeah, so going back to, you had mentioned the ship when we're using our Renegade abilities. And I think earlier, outside of the Vex Dome, there was kind of like an airstrike that happened too, right?
Yeah, we have a strafing run that you can upgrade, and your ship, so the one that you have customized and
Time to pull out Red Death.
put your shader on, will fly through the arena and drop bombs in sequence, right? And as I upgrade this, it gets more and more devastating until it like is, beyond any of the supers we have in the game. It's incredible.
Wow. Beyond any super?
And what that does,
They're talking about the abilities that you can upgrade for this activity, chat.
it is this giant metal ball that slams into the ground, and in this case it is almost like a supply drop because it's full of ammo, and it's also going to squish anything under us, and it does incredible damage. Not only that,
I'm not gonna lie, this might end up being one of Bungie's best activities they've ever added into the game, which makes me want this to stay. I kind of want this to stay in the game.
Yeah.
We always lose these kind of activities, but this sounds so sick.
I'd love to talk about the
The level of
blasters
depth that it
our
has.
players have been using. So in the ViDoc, we were talking about the balanced blaster and the dynamic blaster. Can you break down each, just a quick review of each, and then we can talk through some of the reload mechanics?
Yep, sure. So yeah, we have 2 sets of blasters, or 2 different kinds of blasters.
Oh, there's our arsenal,
more
chat.
aggressive, harder hitting, faster rate of fire. They can like generally punch above their weight.
We got an
class.
SMG, we got a
But they're,
hand
like, a little
cannon,
bit
we got a
harder
special
to
hand
manage the
cannon,
heat on.
heavy sniper, sidearm,
Balanced blasters
and a
more
pulse.
like a rain of bullets, like
And obviously
you're
the
gonna
lightsaber.
unload on a big pack of stuff and like really have like a deep mag.
Cool. And what you can see on screen right here, these are going to be all the blasters that you can get from running our Lawless Frontier activity, and then we'll actually have a slate of blasters that you can earn through the dungeon, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But yeah, when it came
we
to
got
really
dungeon-specific
blasters
loot.
and
I
bringing them
like.
into Destiny as a new kind
I
of
thought it was gonna
weapon
all
type,
kind of be blended, but
I would love to hear what were the challenges, what was some of the fun in developing those things with the team.
Absolutely, yeah. So like one of the things that was in the ViDoc was kind of finding the
Nether was your
balance of,
favorite
like,
seasonal
how much
activity
Star Wars versus
they've
how
ever
much
done?
Destiny we wanted on these things.
Yeah,
And it
that
was
mixed with Star Wars could be sick.
collaborative effort with basically everybody on the team. These were Mercule's project for most of this release.
Depending on how we
But
can
it was,
upgrade
like,
our
a big
sabers to
effort
customizable
on
buffs and
design,
armor set
test,
bonuses, we can make it much easier.
audio,
Yeah, for
to
sure.
really sell the
We're so
experience
strong in
of
this
using these
sandbox.
and
So
to make them look and feel the part. For
you look at the Titan exotic,
both the Destiny gun and
a new Cabal enemy too.
Yeah, I mean, since we're on the
That's a big bitch.
of loot and gear, our Guardian right now is using the new Praxic blade and also getting smashed by a Cabal drop pod.
Somebody just got
to hear about
landed
the
on,
customization that you all
smashed.
developed for this, and this can be Tom and Bjorn talk to it. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, so you're going to get the Praxic blade by collaborating with Honor throughout the campaign. She's going to like deem you worthy of earning it. You'll go on a cool little quest that I don't want to spoil to earn one for yourself. And then post-campaign, you're going to unlock the ability to customize it. You're going to be able to change out your dark matter crystals and change the color of the blade to match your
Dark matter
personality.
crystals, chat.
And you're going to be able to change a bunch of different mods and gameplay elements, right?
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of different things you can.
All right, here we go.
swap
Details on the
to
lightsaber.
fit your playstyle on this, where we have forms, cores, mods, and 4 different catalysts on it. And the forms kind of change like how you can get ammo back and give you some damage bonuses based off of different gameplay styles. And the cores let you apply subclass verbs to a different part of what the weapon does, depending on something that matches your subclass. So like, you can add Sever to like the saber throw, or something else like Weaken or Jolting.
Yeah, it creates these really cool combos where I am throwing to debuff enemies and then getting it back and striking again.
Yeah, and during a couple of our trial runs with this, you were talking about there are some animations and different combos in your melee structure, right?
Yeah. So there's like a 3 or 4 hit combo you can do where you will end it with like a big spinny move that's like very thematic.
It sounds like these are going to be
kind of like how the arc staff has like the
pretty customizable, Chad.
Awesome.
I did want to call out, we also saw the Renegade ability, the turret that we have. It is called the Piker Mortar, and it is like the strongest turret we've ever built. Like it is, it has crazy range, crazy damage, and is a really nice, you know, I'm going to throw this thing out to manage this part of the map. Yeah, while I deal with other stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, no, so as we're coming to the end of this activity, I'd love to just know kind of some of the narrative dressing. So
it doesn't seem like it's a very long activity either, so it's not going to be pain to run. But I'm curious if there's more exploration to it.
In a previous stream, we were talking about the turf war a bit, but Tom, if you could expand on that and how that sets up this activity.
Sure. So in the
It doesn't seem like Bungie has the rights to the lightsaber sound, though, Chad.
Going to turf war across Mars, Venus, and Europa, and you can kind of take advantage of that by you know, taking on their contracts that they offer and kind of winning out the day for them. But in doing so, you can extract maximum power, profits, rewards from them, and you can take anything you earn through engaging in these jobs.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't final boss. I was wrong.
You can go back to the social space. You can. They each have their own reward track, like the Pikers, the Tharsis Reformation. They offer weapons to unlock, new abilities, upgrades for those abilities. Some elements or mods for the Praxic Blade, and a whole bunch of other things like some shaders too, so you can kind of like rep your favorite syndicate.
Oh, that's kind of sick. Okay, little investment for each syndicate.
It's definitely one of the.
You can rep them.
With the Lawless Frontier, it's one of the most cohesive and deepest modes we've ever built. Like everything from this mode ties into the holo map, into the different mini game modes within it, into the social space. So like it's going to be exciting to see players kind of peel back all the layers and maybe get into some the darker corners like Invasion.
Yeah, and I mean, so we've progressed. We've defeated the boss that we were hunting down for our bounty hunt. And this portion of the activity is kind of emblematic of we're in a lawless frontier that's dangerous. Even after you've finished your objective, now it looks like you got to fight your way out.
Yeah, so
you can hear the lightsaber sounds. Oh, it sounded like a sword to me.
Frontier, in this case, bounty hunt, like it escalates over time. So it gets harder the longer you're there. So there's real pressure to get in.
Like it sounded like the typical sword sound. That's what I was hearing.
Like, right now we're in the exfil. This is the final moments of the activity. You send up a flare, you call your ship in. The Cabal are pouring down on you here. You're throwing out your Renegade abilities.
Oh, this is the end.
Until your ship gets there. In this case, each of the 3 jobs, bounty hunt, smuggle, and sabotage, have their own unique mechanic. So for bounty hunt, you have to take out these 3 mini bosses, which we call retaliators here.
Yeah, so as our fire team is fighting their way out, we actually do have a preview of a fun exotic that's coming with the reward pass in Destiny 2 Renegades. I believe we have a preview that we can share. But Bjorndal, if you could give a quick overview of our exotic machine gun.
Yeah, so this is the Service of Luzaku. It's a
what is that
machine gun? It's almost like a necromancer, broodweaver theme, where you turn your enemies into these little nests of threadlings that you can like shoot and then spawn more and like build it up to control like a space.
Warlocks are gonna eat with that thing.
Threadlings just got a buff, correct?
Threadlings did get a buff. They're smarter than they were before.
Yeah, and sorry, so to segue more appropriately, over the last few weeks we've been doing a series of blog articles with y'all on the Sandbox team talking about the core game updates coming to Destiny 2 available to all players. So we have a lot of quality of life changes that are coming to your supers, your subclass abilities.
There have been a lot of updates, by the way, chat. A lot of updates, like you mentioned.
One of which, Warlock focused, was around threadlings, your strand abilities.
We posted all of them in the Discord, and we did make a couple of videos. If you guys missed that, definitely check it out.
which
but there's a lot of updates coming out
huge
next week.
quality of life upgrade that allows
Sandbox
you to
weapons,
dodge
exotic
attacks, get
armor and
into cover,
weapons.
close the gap
A lot.
while you're
A lot.
casting your ability. Works really well with the new Warlock exotic as well. So there are, if you haven't seen that article we put out yesterday, please check it out. There's a lot of great buffs. We've shown hunters a lot of love. We love our hunters.
Hunters got some big love yesterday.
Yeah, we saw some feedback with
Oh,
the
there we go.
tuning article. Hunters were like, wait, I want to see more, which in the
Oh,
future
this
we
is
will
kind of like
definitely have.
Helldivers, low key.
Talk about the future, but we can't. But
Everybody got to get to the ship, except nobody can shoot you in the back.
are working on.
So with the abilities updates for hunters, Golden Gun got a pass?
Yeah, so Golden Gun got a pass, does more damage, and now scorches on impact. We fixed an issue where you had to step outside of your well to get full damage. Now you can stay in the well. Outside of that, we saw in the gameplay gunpowder gamble. If you throw it and you shoot it before it explodes naturally, it does more damage, more radius, and also spits out little kind of seeker projectiles.
Yeah, and as we're getting our loot, we need to cover the Titan changes for
Sentinel.
Sorry?
Sentinel.
Yeah, the bit.
Yeah, Sentinel Shield. We're excited about this one. So Sentinel Shield is getting a shift a little bit.
A bit of a rework, right?
Yeah, a bit of a rework. The usage rates weren't great, and we want to provide something that is kind of on par with well, as far as like, what am I going to take into a raid to support my team? So in Renegades, your Sentinel Shield, as you're holding it up, your allies behind your shield are going to auto reload, and there's just kind of rhythm to it. So if you can fire at the right time, you can just like rocket, rocket, rocket. So like the actual like damage increase is big. Not only that, but as I guard my enemies and the shield takes damage, I'm charging this bar up that charges up my shield throw, and at full charge, that shield throw is going to do Thunder Crash level damage, which, depending on how
That's
players use it,
great.
maybe
Everybody
you
was
can get
concerned
two
about
of
the
those
damage,
out
but
of
Thunder
shield.
Crash
So,
level
it's
damage is
strong.
insane.
So, and that's what we want, right? We want
That's pretty
to,
insane.
Provide that power fantasy to players. I think this era of Destiny is like fun first.
Yeah.
We want players to have a great time and feel overpowered.
I'm gonna hold
I mean, that's what they're doing with the updates. If you guys took a look at it,
yeah, so we
it's buffs everywhere, chat. It's buffs everywhere.
Into another. And Tom, you had mentioned invasions earlier in the stream, and this is going to be our opportunity to show a little bit of that. Flavor. We're going to look at some of the UI in the orbit screens and our new holo map, and then we're going to show what it is to be invaded. New optional activity type as well, right?
Yeah. So in Invasion, like you might be familiar with Gambit. This is kind of like a new take on that kind of familiar mechanic here in Renegades, and we want players that kind of take on the role of a bounty hunter working for the syndicates, tracking down
Little rework to the portal chat.
Renegades that are messing up their operations, taking out their commanders, stealing their stuff.
That's a nice map.
And so you get to be kind of play on the other side here. You get to play on the opposition. So you're allied with all of the enemy combatants on the field. You can kind of wade in amongst them and pick and choose.
So those are the activities. What's that? Oh, that's a destination
and
contested territory.
Yeah. So how do you launch into this?
So here's the holo map, just for everybody. This is kind of a standard interface for the Lawless Frontier. This is how you access the social space, all of our jobs, and then in the end game we unlock the yellow node, which is invasion, and the red node, which is the contested territory. So we can take a look at the contested node here. This is where all every day the syndicates are fighting over one of the maps on each of the planets, and you can kind of, as a defender, kind of throw in your pledge to the side you want to fight for. But these are also invadable nodes. So one thing I want to highlight is that invasion is opt-in. It's not a requirement. So if players don't want to do PvP, they can do like an expert difficulty for this, or they can just go to any of these other nodes on the map here that aren't invadable. But for the priority, the contested node on the highest difficulties,
this is interesting.
That's where the invasion
This is definitely interesting.
Now on the
for
other
Destiny.
side, if you're an invader, you don't need to worry about the nodes. You can just go to the invasion node. You need to have some death marks, which are a currency you earn by playing by just playing Lawless Frontier, you'll just accumulate them. And one interesting wrinkle here is you can actually wager those for additional rewards. So if we go to the little pane here on the side, there's these things. There's the death marks. You can interact with them 2 or 3 times to double and triple your rewards.
That
which,
is interesting.
You're taking on some risk here. If you go do an invasion and it doesn't go your way, you could lose those tokens. But I think a lot of players are going to want to do this because they can just get triple rewards on each invasion, which is really exciting.
There's a lot of depth to
and on the
this
other
activity,
side, for
chat.
people
There's a
being
lot of
invaded,
depth here.
You know, if you take the invader down, you're going to get more time on the clock. You're going to get some revives back. And every time you kill an invader, they have the chance to drop extractables, which are rewards you can dunk at the end of the activity to get bonus armor, weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stellar. So let's get our invader launched in here. We'll go back to our gameplay team.
Yep.
But while we're loading in, let's talk about what is the actual kind of approach to invasions. What are the objectives aside from seeking out guardians and destroying them?
Yeah. So as an invader, you're gonna start in the ready room, which we're gonna show in a minute here. You're gonna pick your loadout, like what's the right renegade abilities to bring in, and we've seen in playtest there's like a lot of different fun combos.
I'm letting you
here,
know
like,
right now.
Are you gonna bring in the?
I'm gonna be
deflector
invading.
shield, and then like the other
All
teams
right, nobody catch feelings. But this is what it's about. We're gonna be doing invasions and all of that stuff.
And drop a behemoth and like kind of like.
We're going triple wager. Give me all the loot. Invasion. Oh, what's happening here? Bungie. It's not me, chat. It's not me. Well, let's reload it. All right, Twitch. Having an issue. Oh. Did anybody else's stream go down? My internet is fine. Stream's still good. Let's refresh the page. There we go. No!
Try to be sneaky about it, and that's.
We're just stuck here? Is that it? No, wait a minute. Hold on, chat. I'm going to pull up the YouTube. Maybe it's just Twitch. I don't even know. Do they stream on YouTube?
So you don't have to hop in immediately and go guns blazing. You can wait until they're at a pivotal moment where they're like,
here we go.
Where's this guy?
Yeah,
What's
wait
going to
until
happen?
they fight the boss.
It's been 3 minutes. Where are they?
Wait until someone breaks off to go find a chest.
Yeah. Oh man. So
yeah, I
in
refresh
terms
it,
of
but it
balancing
drops.
as well. Are there any like extra abilities or things that invaders are going to have at their disposal, or is it just a match of the renegade abilities?
It's mostly renegade abilities, though. Invaders will have, you know, some amount of super, no heavy, and when they come in, we do highlight the PvE, the defender players, just so like they have a little bit of an.
All right, so they're doing an invasion right now.
That knowledge to kind of plan their initial attack.
I could go back a little bit.
It's been a bit of a balancing act as you've been going through this in the different cycles. In Gambit, like we juice that.
Damn, did I really miss that much? Holy shit!
Because you have the chaos of the Lawless
We missed a
Frontier
bit.
and all that kind of stuff. Like you want it to be tilted a little bit because it's 1v3, but also you want to make sure if players are opting into this, they still have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So.
And there's also the element of the non-regenerating health, which is a larger health pool, right? We've tuned it so it's more or less the same TTKs or time to kills as you have in Crucible, but players don't regenerate health, so you kind of have to take that into account when you are, when you're.
Here we go. Okay. So this person's about to invade, chat.
Down if they're not paying attention.
We have our invader in their ready room.
What do you got? A red lightsaber.
Shank buddy here.
Yeah, here's our little shank buddy. You want to speak to any of these abilities there?
Yeah, so we have 9 renegade abilities here. Huge shout out to Cat Sayers and the rest of the tech design team for all their work on these. Yeah, I mean, it looks like right now we got Nate picking the Imperium Behemoth and the drop pod, but yeah, there's a variety of ones to choose from. We got multiple. We have 3 different vehicles, and each of those vehicles have different upgrades with different functionality.
Yeah, and the Behemoth has like 3.
Yo, chat, y'all see this armor though?
Yeah, there's like missiles and the audio. And
all right, here we go. So this person is invading a team that's currently running the activity.
It looks like moving toward our target.
Very Gambit-esque.
Preparing to throw that coin. So you can see there they clicked that right stick, and that is going to ready the ability. They then throw the ability and just drop.
Oh, they get a bunch of ammo. Okay.
Heavy ammo. Yeah. Yep. So need some heavy ammo to go into battle.
And Tom, before we were hopping in here before the stream, we were talking about like the size of the maps and how, as an invader, like the first few runs, you might feel maybe a little lost because there's a lot of space to cover. But
Oh,
as you
there's
get
some
more
people.
acquainted with Europa or
This is gonna be so toxic. Oh my god, I love it.
directly to the combat, right?
Yeah, these
I
are some of
love
our
it.
Bigger maps we built. They're more comparable to like our larger public spaces.
My
that we
Gambit
built,
fans out there, we're
in
eating.
Destiny. And
We
again,
are
there's 6
eating
of them,
good.
And like, you know, there's any number of arenas these PvE players can be in that you're going to be
Ooh.
in.
Oh.
Damn.
So our invader just wiped one out with the Thunder Crash and tried to hide and throw out the
So you're
beacon
not
for the,
one and done, by the way. It looks like you can revive. You have 3. You have revive tokens.
Yeah, or the Imperium
There's 3 revive
behemoth,
tokens.
as we call it. But then got needle stormed right before they could.
I
jump
think this
in.
is gonna be fun, and it's opt-in again, chat. It's opt-in, so you don't have to have PvP on, but you can.
The chess pieces down. How do I approach this? And all that?
We're definitely gonna do
Because
PvP on
they
for sure.
validated that beacon, right?
Yeah.
This is
before
fun.
They could use it, so the timing was impeccable.
Oh man. Oh boy, what was I just talking about? The size of the maps. Yeah, in rewards, I wanted to ask really quick too. So as you're wagering, you add more and more. Is there like a cap? Is it double?
All right,
the
here's
amount
our
of rewards,
invader.
or
Let's see if
do
they
you
can
have
get
to
some
go
more
up to triple?
kills.
So each additional death mark you put down is
Okay,
we'll
Oh.
There we go.
Trying again.
there we go.
Jumping in.
Yeah.
How much damage does it do? Hold up. You're about to die again. Oh, they got cooked.
Who got who?
Oh, we had so many conversations leading into this of like, hey, we need to make sure Nate hold back.
The team is cooking the invader right now, chat.
Like, oh, Nate, you're mine.
They are cooking the invader right now.
Going back to rewards, the better.
Yeah, what's going on,
you do as an
Birdman?
Invader, the more rewards you're gonna get.
Looks
So
like a
each
revive
kill
token for each guardian kill.
on the scoreboard it equals more rewards, and then those get multiplied by your wager.
Cool. All right. So
Invader got defeated twice. The Invader has, you said, 3 lives?
3 lives, and then you can see up at the top of the screen it says Invader present still. So they're
Oh, he's coming back for revenge.
Oh my god.
Shut down with.
This is not going well for the invader.
I'm never gonna let Nate lose this.
This is not going well for the invader, chat.
Or the 3 death mark wager.
He made a little bit there.
Good job.
So that's the. I'm gonna put a little elbow in the ribs. The gambit you're taking. Ha 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 ha. So, all right, we've gone through some Renegades content, rewards, all that kind of stuff. I would love to shift focus a little bit to our general rewards update. So in the portal, in a bunch of different activities, we're going to have some new weapons that we're offering. We also have an armor refresh for a bunch of our activities. And Bjorn, I'm going to put the spotlight on you. So starting with our Vanguard
They should be able to
ops
revive the
sort of,
invader, force more
armor
team.
set. This is going to be earned through solo ops, fire team ops, and
You're
our
with
new
us
arena
now.
ops activity, which is bringing back 6-player activities to our portal, which is really exciting. It's going to be kind of like your militaristic, hey, I'm a grunt. I'm getting in there. I'm fighting the dark forces.
I like the
weapons,
Titan.
Bjorndal, up front.
Not really
we have
digging the
new-
hunter cloak
What do
though.
we got?
Yeah, it's a new arc rocket frame pulse rifle, so you have an energy slot option now to go.
New
with your
arc
mid-range
rocket
upgrade.
pulse, chat.
A lot of excellent perks.
This
on
is the
here.
Vanguard
A
stuff,
lot
by
of
the
people
way.
Love the arc perks and weapons, and now you'll have it on a rocket pulse.
And then we have a fusion rifle and a sidearm.
Yep.
Correct? Cool. And then we do have some weapons that we're not showing in this stream, so stay tuned for launch. But next up, we're going to have our Pinnacle Ops. So in our previous season, it was a kind of streetwear samurai, and this armor theme
Oh,
is
wait a
Nintendo.
second. We got some reprise weapons,
And then
chat.
we have 2 returning weapons that I know players have been pretty excited about seeing in the past.
Are they?
Some new
Is this a
perk
fencing
combinations,
fit?
but also a new heavy crossbow.
Yeah, so this is a new Void crossbow to kind of fill out our elements for the crossbow now. And I think
Did y'all
this
see
one
the
being
duty
box
bound?
breathing,
Duty bound
which
is back.
New should be pretty good for what crossbows do.
Oh boy. So box breathing, aim down sight, get extra damage, and then run up to the enemy. Box breathing doesn't apply to serrated edge, but you pull the bolt back out and do some more damage. That'll be a fun loop. Next up, Crucible. So this armor set is actually pretty fun. Over the years, we've done thematic sets tied to weapon foundries. So in the
I
past,
think
you've
Crucible
seen,
got it, Chad.
Hake, you've seen
Crucible got it. Crucible got the best fit. I will only be wearing the Crucible fit.
these out. We also
The
have some
machine
weapons
gun
up
looks
to front.
fire.
Fusion
Got the
rifles
corrective
are
measure
returning
frame.
Yep, yeah, Riptide's coming back. We have a new
Yeah, the Suros fit
aggressive
wins.
Void hand cannon
The Suros
and
fit
impact,
100% wins.
Awesome. And then let's see, last but not least, Trials of Osiris. So another offering for our PvP audience. A few eagle-eyed players may have seen this armor set yesterday. A little sneak preview, totally planned. But yeah, we have a new armor set for each
How do we
class,
feel
and as
about
you
the
can see,
trial
coming back with the
set?
glows,
You
so
got
as
the
you get more
little,
wins
okay,
on
got a
your
little
card,
fur around
you
it.
can unlock gold or
Kind of
red or
nice.
blue. And then we have some new weapons. That are
New
coming
pulse
as well.
rifle.
Yeah, like this lightweight void pulse rifle. With
I'm looking at
your
that hunter
favorite
cloak.
model.
I admit,
I wish we had a
since,
better look.
since
Why the
set
hunter don't
came
get no
out on
fur?
the
Where's the
moon,
hunter's fur
there's,
at?
all the crufty bits on it, cleaning it up, having, sorry, what frame type did you say?
Lightweight.
Lightweight. Chef's kiss. I cannot wait. And then I believe also we have a preview of a hand cannon. Now, one of our folks on the gameplay team over here.
There we go.
was
That's a better
whispering in
look.
my ear
Oh, we got
day
the
by day,
little fur
night by
around the
night,
waist.
that
What?
These rolls are going to be a bit juiced, right?
Yes, yeah, this is a pretty juiced hand cannon. It's got perks for both PvE, PvP. It's a strand 140. You can get stuff.
We got
like,
a strand
lone
140.
wolf precision instrument or slice explosive payload. So you have a lot of options to pick for both PvE and PvP.
Awesome. Yeah, and across all of our activity
That
types,
makes me happy to trial
we're
sets. I
trying
don't have to worry
sprinkle out
about
some
them.
things that players will get excited about. Not just, oh, I'm going to go into PvE to get the PvE gun. Like, there are some PvP roles out there that you can get from your fire team ops. There's some PvE roles that you can get from trials. And that
A
doesn't
strand
even
not
cover
forgotten,
what we
yeah.
have coming in the dungeon too. Before we do a little
Hunters don't
teaser,
trim
I do
down
have,
there.
a quick announcement as well as we're rolling through the list. We have an open access week that's coming on December 2nd. So for any folks out there that haven't played The Edge of Fate, that is actually going to be included in this open access week.
Interesting.
So if your friends haven't played, if you haven't played, hop in, check out the beginning of our new saga, and earn some cool
They're doing
loot
a
on the
free
way.
play week,
It's
Chad.
available to all
Okay.
players for that week, and it also includes some previous content as well, campaign and other. So let's see here. Dungeon. We want to talk about the dungeon. So
We're doing dungeon today
this is
too?
going to be
Holy
our new
shit. All right.
dungeon. The race begins on December 13th at 10 a.m. So that's the second Saturday. We've already announced
They did
the
also
time.
mention
If you
there's going to
haven't
be a
headed in, if you
dungeon
haven't
set
gotten your
of
fire team
weapons,
together,
their
get
own
ready for
blasters and whatnot.
contest mode.
So
For those that don't know what contest mode is, on day one, right at launch, this is going to be a very difficult difficulty tuned for competition. So if you want to go and try to be the world's first completion, this is your
where's my
place to
Revan
shine.
Hunter
And
set?
if you win world first, we have a cool trophy or some goodies for you. So contest mode is going to be available for the first 2 days, 48 hours of the dungeon availability. You can earn a really spicy emblem and some cool stuff as you go through that. And after world first has been declared, we will also have normal mode. So if you want to give a pass on some of that harder difficulty content, you just want to dive in and see what's on offer, that'll be there for you. Before we move on, we actually have a fun trailer to show. We can go ahead and roll it.
dungeon trailer. Oh, we already saw this. We already saw this, chat. But this is the dungeon trailer. I guess, you know what? We have seen the weapons. We know what they are. I think there's a sniper. Yeah, there's a sniper that you can see the Warlock holding. Right there. Little tease. I guess that machine gun also comes from the dungeon. The lightsaber also comes from the dungeon as well. Oh my god, it's a dark saber, chat. It's a dark saber. December 13th. So keep that in mind. Do we have anybody that's thinking about doing the dungeon race, the day one?
Welcome back. So watching that trailer, I just realized we actually missed something with invasions. We were talking about the Praxic blade and customization. There are different saber colors, correct?
Yeah, there's a wide variety of classic colors that I think players are going to have fun chasing down throughout.
A wide variety of colors,
and
chat.
maybe even invasion.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, we showed it on the screen. Red, invasions.
So there you go. There you go.
Okay,
There you
moving
go.
right along. Ending out our show, we're going to be covering what is going on through the end of the year. So during the launch window, we'll have some really cool things coming around. Vanguard orders are coming in week 2. And then after that, we're going to have the Dawning returning. So this is our winter celebration, our event, inviting Guardians to hop in, play some activities, get some fun rewards, and bake cookies for their
Ooh,
favorite
that Dawning
vendors
set
in our
looks so sick.
So Tom, just a
That
really
looks
brief
so sick.
description
I
for
need
folks
that.
may not know what the Dawning is.
Yeah,
I
so
need that.
knowing you
Yeah, that's the set.
our enemies.
No
you
other
collect
set. That's the
them as
set.
ingredients,
That's the set.
and then you bake them into
That's it.
delicious treats you feed to your friends in the tower, like Zavala, and he's just got thousands of.
Yeah,
Galadoodles
that's just clean.
raining down upon
That's
him,
just
and
that's
he
very
gives you a
very
gift in
clean.
return, which could be, a spicy weapon roll, or you might be maybe get some bright dust from some other pursuits and get this totally cool Winter Wolf armor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
need
like
that.
Drifter is outside like, ooh, you're putting enemies into the cookies? But yeah.
It's totally a Drifter thing.
Right. The Winter Wolf set, this is going to be available for Bright Dust just by playing the game, or if you want to snag it from Eververse for silver, go right on ahead. But also on top of this cosmetic, we have new weapons that are going to be a part of the donning.
Yeah, so we have a burst linear fusion rifle,
I'm gonna have to disagree there. What? I think all of those wolf sets look good. Hunter, Warlock, and Titan.
foil treatment. It's like
What do you guys think?
Covered in ice, and then as you fire, it'll slowly melt away the ice. That's cool.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Oh,
and
that's a
sorry,
sick
I have
effect.
One correction being whispered in my ear. Dungeon race starts at 9 a.m. Daylight savings time strikes again.
Gets us every time.
Every time. Oof. All right. So with that dawning preview over, we are at the end of our show.
Chat, what do you guys think about the Renegade reveal? Like, what do you guys think about the trailer? What do you guys think about the music, the weapons? How do you guys feel about the weapons? Obviously, the lightsaber, we have a new weapon type in the blasters. So we're going to have heat weapons, which they did hint is going to have like a perfect reload mechanic to it. You know, the new activity looks pretty cool. It's similar to the Nether, which they mentioned. So like, you're not going to heal. There's going to be a lot of build crafting into the abilities and obviously leveraging the sandbox abilities. And then throw on top of that, the ability to invade other players, I think is a unique experience to add to Destiny outside of Gambit, obviously. But, you know, I think that could be fun as well. And then when it came to the lightsaber, they mentioned you'll also be able to basically earn a wide variety, as they put it, a wide variety of colors, with the red saber being hinted to be coming from invasions. So kind of cool that you can earn these different colors in different ways. I kind of like the idea of having to invade other players, right? Create that dark side connection to the red lightsaber and unlocking that. So it's kind of cool. Probably going to be like some objective of, you know, getting a certain amount of kills in invasions or something like that. Yeah, they also described a little bit of the customization. So they mentioned forms and cores. So you're going to have the ability to add subclass verbs to different play styles, I guess you want to say, for the lightsaber. So they mentioned like adding sever to the throw, for example. So I'm assuming you would be able to add sever and a sever ability to the throw, or a jolting ability to the throw, or maybe add it to like the light melee attack or something like that. I'm assuming that's how it's going to be able to be customized from, you know, from what they mentioned, which could be cool and really expand the amount and the variety of customization when it comes to the lightsaber. So it could probably be one of the most customizable weapons that we've ever had in Destiny. We'll see. But I'm really excited to get that. So they mentioned you're going to get the lightsaber. I believe they mentioned from us following a story quest. And then after that story quest, they mentioned in the end game, you're going to be able to go and customize it more with perks, catalysts, obviously colors and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of depth to that lightsaber. But the activity itself, I actually really like. I'm a fan of the activity. I like the Nether. I'm a huge fan of the Nether. I do like, you know, the ability to not have players heal. It adds a unique element to the gameplay, which really pushes you when it comes to build crafting, and also pushes you to use the mechanics of the activity. And it seems like there's a lot of depth to these Lawless Frontier abilities. We got some previews of them. Obviously, there's a lot more that we didn't get to look at, but when it comes out, we'll be able to dive deeper into it and check it out. But it looks like it's going to be a really deep, really fun activity. Now, when it comes to the rest of, you know, the game, we know what the Lawless Frontier is. We know there's a dungeon. We didn't really get too much tease of the actual campaign, so we have yet to see what that's going to be like. But I'm honestly probably the most invested and most interested in this story. These cutscenes look insane. You know, the cast of characters that we have with the Drifter, Anur right here from the Praxic Order, Eris is going to be there, and then, you know, this antagonist in Dredge and Bale. I think the story is going to be pretty good, chat, because they did mention it's not just like some side Star Wars story. This is continuing the story with the 9 and everything that we just did in Edge of Fate. So I think it's going to be a pretty solid story, and I think Dredge and Bale is going to prove to be a unique and interesting character. They also kind of teased that he might be here long term, so might not just be a one and done villain, chat. We'll see. But if that's the case, I'm excited, because the possibility of getting that armor just goes up over time. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the Renegades reveal. There's a lot of sandbox stuff, like I mentioned. There's exotic armor and weapon updates coming. There's weapon updates coming. to the sandbox. And yesterday we got the ability sandbox preview as well. So there's a lot of things coming, a lot of changes, a lot of buffs. There's a lot of buffs. Every subclass is getting buffed. Hunters got some really nice buffs in the update yesterday. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that, definitely go check it out in the Discord. We also posted it on our TikTok, and we'll probably discuss a few of these things and summarize them and post them on YouTube before next week as well. But I'm excited for it. Renegades is going to be pretty good in terms of content. I never really had any doubts there. Will Renegades bring players back to the game though? That's obviously yet to be seen. I mean, you know, there's a lot that comes with that. I don't think this is going to just be a you know, flip of the switch situation and players are going to just come flooding back. But I think if Renegades goes over well with the players who are playing, and, you know, it can garner some positive sentiment, you know, around the content, the story, the weapons, the activity, the sandbox. I think if they can start to garner some positive feedback around the content and showcase that, you know, they're pushing the game in this direction that, you know, works for players, works for Bungie, and we can kind of meet in the middle here, I think we can start to see things turn around. But I wouldn't go out on a limb and say that Renegades is going to just turn things around day one. It's going to be a process, but we'll see. We'll see, chat. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of things to unpack here, but I'm excited for Renegades, man.